Hi, and welcome back to Creativity Sparks. I'm Barbara Hengstenberg. We're here at Wilds Art Studios, and we are doing part 2 of using Jackie Shepherd's Superpower Imagination, a book with pictures only you can see. And so if you joined us last time, part 1, you remember that we were creating a backpack to take on an imaginary adventure. Well, today the adventure begins. And so I'm going to read through this, and I'm going to be pulling out things that really speak to me. Because after I'm done with this, I'm going to create a collage based on what I see in my mind's eye, in my imagination, from Jackie Shepherd's story here. So as I go through, I'm going to underline those things that really call out to me. And so let's do this together. I'm going to use pencil or pen. I happen to own this book, and so I'm going to use pen. If you don't own the book, maybe you use a sticky note to make notes inside of your book, or you might want to jot things down. So let's get started. Are you ready for your imagination adventure? Let's go. Use your thoughts to picture a door. In your mind, open the door and walk outside. I'm underlining that because that's important. There in front of you is a big mountain. Another very important detail, big mountain. Your superpower can get you to the top of it. Use the power of your imagination to start climbing up the mountain. Look for rocks that are wide enough to place your feet on and reach up. Grab hold of higher rocks with your hands and pull yourself up. So I'm going to underline rocks that are wide enough to place your feet on. Be careful where you place your feet, though. Take one step at a time, holding on tightly to the rocks above. Keep pulling yourself up. See yourself moving higher. Feel your muscles straining. Watch out for any loose rocks. Don't stop climbing. Go higher and higher. You can do it. Are you tired? Out of breath? Don't give up. Keep moving up, up, up. Finally, you make it to the top of the mountain. While you are sitting down to catch your breath, have a good look around you. There are flowers pushing through the cracks in the rocks. Do you see them? Notice how each flower is shaped differently. Each one perfect in its own way. Every single petal bursting with colors brighter than you have ever seen. Try to name all the colors you see. That's fun. And do you feel that? Cold, wet, gentle little drops. It's raining ever so softly. The air smells of rain. Can you smell it? In your mind, jump up, spread your arms out, and cup your hands up to the sky. Well, that's a lot of fun. Catch the little raindrops. Watch them sparkle like diamonds in your hands. What a beautiful detail. Now lean your head back, open your mouth, and stick out your tongue. The raindrops are falling gently on your tongue. Can you taste them? What do your raindrops taste like? It all feels so real, doesn't it? Watch as the raindrops stop falling and the sun peeks out from behind the clouds. Can you feel the warmth of the sun drying up every last raindrop until every trace of rain is gone? It looks as if the raindrops were never there at all. Wow, this book is filled with description. So many important details that I'm going to now pull out those details, which I've done, but you can do it too. And so when I went back through the book and I looked at all the things that I underlined, or in your case, you probably put some sticky notes if you have the book, or you jotted them down already. But I pulled out all those important details, and let's see what I pulled out. Important details. Big mountain, wide rocks, climbing up, flowers pushing through rocks. And remember, Jackie Shepherd asked us to name the colors that we see? So the colors I could see on those flowers were orange, purple, pink, yellow, blue. Soft rain, catching raindrops, and the sun peeking out from behind the clouds. So I just jotted those notes quickly as I read, or as you're listening to this, you can jot notes too. And then the fun part starts now, because I'm using my imagination and what I have at home, and that is I'm using magazines. And I'm going to use a stack of magazines to go through to create a collage. Now I have a bunch of magazines here, all sorts of different things, and I actually have, put those on the ground for now, but I have a collection of pictures that speak to me when I go through magazines, things that I might want to use in the future. And so I've cut out things, these flower pots. I have a different folder for sky pictures. I have a different folder for flower pictures. And this one, look how chock full that is. Bunch of different flower pictures in there. And I collect these. Sounds crazy, but I do it. Now, you might have magazines at home, maybe not, but that's okay. Because you can go to your school library or you can go to the local library and you can ask for magazines that they're done with. Ask for discarded magazines. And most libraries will have a stash somewhere that you can choose from and just take. But just ask permission first, and that's how you can find magazines. The other place you can go is you can download pictures from the internet. You can go through and have somebody help you to look through Google Kids or Google and look for different pictures that you're looking for your collage. Download them, and then you can cut them out. So I've already done that stage of it. And I went through and I found different pictures of flowers and mountains. When I have my list here, I can look through, I'm focusing on big mountains. So I'm gonna look through now, and I found a big mountain there, I found a big mountain there with somebody climbing the mountain, somebody on top of a mountain. More flowers, lots of flower pictures. And so I went through and I just really quickly skimmed through the magazines and tore these pictures out. Just make sure whoever's magazine you're using, you have permission to tear the pictures out. I had the sky, remember the sun was peeking through the sky. Had trouble finding the raindrops, and so I downloaded this picture from online, and I might use that. And then another one of the sky. But other ones spoke to me more, and so what you're going to need for this project is you're going to need blank white paper. Any kind of blank white paper will do, doesn't matter. You're going to need either a glue stick or glue, or I also use some Mod Podge that you can use a paintbrush and paint on. And sometimes what I do is I glue things on with my glue stick, and then I'll go over the whole collage afterwards with the Mod Podge, and that really keeps it safe and secure. But the glue stick or the glue will work just fine for what we're doing today. So I found a large picture of someone rock climbing. And I liked this picture the best because it really showed someone with a mountain with big rocks that this person was climbing. And so I can now glue this on. I'm just going to go through and, ooh, another mountain on the back. I'm going to use that as my whole background. And what I like to do is I like to just tear the pictures out. I don't usually cut them out much. I tear them out because I like the way it looks when it tears. I like that look. And then I found the sun poking through the sky. I went through and looked for that, and I chose this one. See how I tore it out? The top is the edge of the paper, but I'm going to put that right up here. Look how beautiful that looks. I'm going to put that right there. So let me glue this on. Might want to add a little bit more glue when you're doing this yourself. So I'm going to glue that right onto the top there. Look at that. Then, remember those beautiful flowers we were talking about? Look how colorful that poppy is. I'm going to add that to here. And I think I'm going to put that right over here. Notice again, I just tore it out. See how those edges of the paper make it a little bit more interesting looking? And then I found more flowers, believe it or not. Look at all the different colors in there. There's my yellows and my blues and my pinks and my greens. I've got dragonflies and butterflies and bees. This was actually a greeting card. And I tend, when people send me a greeting card, a holiday card, or a birthday card, I save them. Of course, I save everything. And I'm going to put this right down here. And so I tore out the flowers from that greeting card, and that's where it's going, right there on my collage. I found, remember I had talked to you about the person in the rain? I found that one. But I also found this, and this one really spoke to me because I could really feel the raindrops hitting the hands on this picture. And so I'm putting this one right, let's see, we have to decide where it looks best. I think for now, I really like that mountain range back there, so I'm going to put this right here. You're going to find all different kinds of pictures when you go through and add them to your collage, and you can put them wherever you want to. So this is the collage I created after reading Jackie Shepard's Superpower Imagination book. And so this represents an illustration of the story that we just went on, the adventure we went on. I'd love to see what you create. Send them to me at barbara@creativitysparks.org, and I would love to see it. And if I can share it on my website, I would love to. And if I can share it anywhere, I would love to, or share it here. It'd be fun. But doing something like this really helps us to understand and listen for description, those descriptive details that really help with our writing, either writing a memoir or writing a story or poetry, anything like that. Those descriptive details are what bring stories to life. We can make art. Look at the art piece I just made. We could frame this and hang it up. And it would always remind us of that imagination and adventure we went on. So you can even write inspired by your collage. I can now take this, put it in my Creativity Sparks notebook, my journal here, and I can write a story. I can put this in here, and in the future I can write a story based on that spark. And all those different pictures on here. Maybe a story about mountain climbing in the rain or something. It's a really powerful thing, our imaginations. And so I hope you're using yours a lot. So that's it for part 2 of our imagination mountain climb today. Imagine mountain climb. I got in the internet the other day, on the cyber the other day, I got a drawing that my neighbor Cheyenne created from our free-range doodling. And she, look at this, she made an animal wearing boots. So she's got this beautiful dog here. Look at him, look at the detail in that. He's even got a little tag on his collar. And he's wearing boots. Don't see that too often, but when it's rainy out, I bet they'd love to wear boots. So thanks, Cheyenne, for sharing this one, and I really appreciate seeing all your artwork, so keep them coming. Where are you finding art? I found art in the mail. I got a letter the other day. Look at that fun stamp on the back. But I got a letter the other day from a good friend of mine named Tara Lynn, and she sent me this American Toad note card. It was a nice thank you note for something a workshop that she and I did together. But look at this beautiful American toad. And this, it's from the Bauer Studio in Amherst, Massachusetts. I always like to give credit to the artist. But the important thing about this is, first of all, it's a beautiful art piece that I'm going to hang up in my art studio. But it's embedded, the paper is embedded with seeds. It contains bird's eye seed, Clarkia, black-eyed Susan, sweet alyssum, catchfly, and snapdragon seeds. And so I can put this piece of paper, this note card, in my garden, and hopefully those seeds will sprout and we'll have beautiful flowers from this note card. How great is that? So thank you, Tara Lynn, for this great note card. It was really imaginative. Lots of fun. Now, I'm going to end with a quote from another note card that I recently received. And this was from a fundraiser by adviceforlife.com. And I loved the quote, so listen carefully. Advice from a glacier. Carve your own path, go slow, channel your strengths, smooth the way for others, keep moving forward, avoid meltdowns, be cool. Stay cool, my friends, and I'll see you next time.